Yeah, I'm basically going in completely no men. I know functionally nothing about this. The only thing I know is I've heard several people say that this is another good example. This is another good Dragon Quest VIII. That is to say, another good entry into the series for newcomers. But that was said before the game even came out, so I don't know if that's true or not. So before we really begin, mind if I talk for a minute? Just to start us off here. I have a weird history with the Dragon Quest series. My first Dragon Quest game was Dragon Quest 1, right at the beginning. Dragon Warrior. Way back in the day, there was a... You mean the one that's not in English next time? Also, I don't play my 3DS anymore. What are you talking about? If it was on the Switch, I mean, hey. So, Dragon Warrior was like, oh, this is awesome. And I really enjoyed the Nintendo Power, which came out with a choose-your-own-adventure, which basically was a Dragon Warrior game. It was like a playthrough of Dragon Warrior up to a certain point. It was really awesome. And it completely captivated my attention. It and another game that came out roughly at the same time, both introduced me to a concept I'd never heard of before. That concept being a plane flying by. No, the concept being an RPG. Now, I know that sounds really stupid to you guys, especially saying this now in 2018, but back in 86 or whatever this was, I'm sitting as like, what's an RPG? Right? Never even heard of an RPG before. Never even conceived of the concept of playing a game like that. Now, back then, story wasn't really a thing. As I've said before, story didn't really start to enter RPGs until much later in their series. But it was still a fun gameplay. It was still a fun thing to go through. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I can't wait for this. This sounds so enjoyable. And I just ate both games up. Then the next Dragon Quest game I played was... 6, briefly. I didn't actually finish it. 7, briefly. I didn't actually finish it. So I went 20-ish years before I really touched the Dragon Quest series again. Never really went back to it. Then Dragon Quest VIII came out. And I adored Dragon Quest VIII. I just dove into Dragon Quest VIII. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I played the hell out of 8. I was like, dude, this is fantastic. I love this. I should go back and replay some of the older ones. And by what happens to be total coincidence, not too long after Dragon Quest VIII, they started doing the proper remakes of the old ones. Dragon Quest IV got a release on the DS, which was really good. 5 was on the DS, 6 was on the DS, and they were already working on 7. And I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. And I just basically fell in love with the series and the franchise all over again. Or rather, technically for the first time. Because even though I played Dragon Quest since the first one, I didn't really fall in love with the franchise till 8, and then the remakes. But I've been a fan ever since. 4, 5, 6, 9 also came out right about that point in time. And then 7 took like 4 years to come out. I'm still a little upset about that, but at least it finally did come out. And so this is kind of a weird feeling for me because I'm kind of a recent introduction in person into the into the Dragon Quest franchise. So I'm not really what you call a longtime fan. Thank you very much, Mr. Botlin. If you'd like to put that towards anything, please let me know. The other thing I want to say really quick here is that this game is also significant because this is a major JRPG that's coming out on the PC. I'm not sure if this is the first, but it's certainly, if not the first, one of the first times this has ever happened. Now I know what you're saying. What do you mean? There's plenty of these games. You got it, Mr. Botlin. Thank you again. There's plenty of JRPGs that are out on the PC. But this one launched on the PC. This is not a game that a year down the line we got a port to the PC. Or 8 years down the line, or 20 years down the line. This is, holy crap, we are actually getting a full-scale JRPG, Jesus Christ, actually launched on the PC. I think this is very significant. And I think this has the potential, depending on how well this sells, to actually be the beginning of something kind of awesome. Fingers crossed that this is the continuing trend of more JRPGs on the PC. Because I think that's a great thing. I really do. So, we'll see. We'll see. Where is my funding thing? There it is. Boom. That's from Mr. Botland, Red Dead 2. Thank you again, Mr. Botland. So, without any further ado, let's do it. I'm actually going to be playing on a controller. Because why not? I mean, that's fine. Yeah, Lore Runner fits exactly. Me too, seemed. Holy crap. Actual English voice acting. Sorry. I figured they were just having random noises, not actual acting. Of course, we got almost full acting in Dragon Quest VIII, so that was awesome. The Council of Kings! Oh god, I was kidding.
This child, he is the one?
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
I should call him Goku. Sorry. Who's he voice scened? Oh, was that him? In which case, woo! Remind me to talk at some point about how awesome Dragon Quest VIII was. Whoa! Dudes! You can tell they're evil because they have red eyes. Oh, hey, it's Dullahan! He was pissed off I never fought him in Golden Sun. Loving these graphics. Good sound design, too. You can be a female protagonist in Dragon Quest IX, Dream Whisperer. I think you can in this one, too. Oh yeah, by the way, Dragon Quest will kill children. Don't think they won't. No one is immune in this setting, in these games.
Oh my. What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? Oh, you're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
Okay, that's actually kind of awesome. 3 years later. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, Dragon Quest IV also had female protagonists. Plural. So I'm guessing... Like, do we have character creation? Don't tell me, don't tell me. I guess not. Good, Scene.
Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver.
Lord knows that Final Fantasy tends to have some very wonky voice directing. Sometimes great and sometimes terrible, so having consistently good voice directing and voice acting would be awesome, just like Dragon Quest VIII.
Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony.
Of course, we're silent.
So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there.
I am playing this on PC, yes.
Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, this is literally a landmark. It's either the first or one of the first times a game like this has had an initial release on the PC. Okay, so... Flip. Yeah, sure. We'll make it that. Volume settings, music, sound effects, and voice separate. Awesome. As it should be. Display stuff as usual. Battle mode. We can switch the camera. We'll figure out that later. Graphics. I've already cranked all this. So that should be fine. We can rebind keys, by the way. Just saying. We can rebind keys. It will, Sean. In fact, I plan to buy this again when it comes out on the Switch. Claim special rewards. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't even know what these are. What is this? Oh, this is the, right. Yeah, plus to everything. Whoa! It's our big day! We finally get to go to the ceremony. We're gonna be grown-ups at last! Looks like Sandy's excited as we are. Come on! We don't get there before this. So, I like party talk. I like that as a mechanic. I've liked that in many different games over the years. Whoops, this is the mouse. This is the mouse! Like I said, I'm using the controller here, but I could use the controller, or I could use the mouse. Controller? Mouse! I'm done. I'm just being stupid. Don't mind me. What I actually want to do is move the window a bit. There we go. Okay. I have a jump button. Holy crap. Map. It does look very pretty, yes. Charm. I I don't know what a clairvoyance card is. I guess we'll figure that out at some point. Magic, of course we have no magic yet. We have 22 HP, no MP, we're level 1. Looks like she's not actually in our party, even though we can do party talk with her. That's okay, they've done that before too. They did that in 8, actually. I'm going to keep referencing Dragon Quest VIII, because Dragon Quest VIII was a damn good game. Quest Catalog. Cool. The story so far. Cool. Traveler's tips. Tutorials! And the best part is tutorials are off in a side menu. That's... hell, they're even categorized. We'll set to... we'll do follow orders for now. That's new. So we can heal all, which has been a staple in Dragon Quest for many, many years. A handy heal all, if I'm not mistaken, that's new. So heal all just heals you to full. It just says, alright, heal, use spells, use items, whatever. Handy apparently is trying to be efficient about it, which means they're basically being a little more complex about the coding of it, which is nice. I already looked at settings. No, Potato. This would be the... if we're not counting the remakes... this will be the 5th Dragon Quest I've played at launch. I'm sure there's a pre-order bonus. Aww. Hi, Sophise. That does look like a hell of a climb, I gotta be honest. Oh, there's a camera reset, too. I don't know, Dream Whisperer. Oh, cool. I actually do, Sonic Doctor. See, funnily enough, I've said this before, I don't actually like most of Toriyama's style for some of his anime stuff, but I do actually like the general approach they've been using for the Dragon Quest games over the years. And that sounds contradictory, but I swear it isn't, because if you compare, like, the recent Dragon Ball stuff with this game, you can tell it's the same artist, but you can also tell how he's drifted into 2 different directions in his art style. And I prefer this one myself. I also tend to prefer his humans better than his monsters, in general. Well, there you go, wedding bells. I also think that it suits the pseudo 3D cell shading exceptionally well. Like, I think this is a natural fit for cell shading. I do like a good coming-of-age story. Ooh, wow, we can actually see the water rushing down there and everything. Nice. So do we follow the goddess or the Almighty in this one? What do you want to bet? Oh, that's actually an interesting question. I wonder if we'll ever get mods for this game. I'm pretty sure we have no mod support, but just mods would be nice. Just get a shot of, like, say... something like this. A little further away. Kind of like that, you know? If I could just remove the characters from the screen here, and the text, and the mini-map. Just Yeah, the goddess is the deity in some of the games, and the Almighty is the deity in some of the other games. And it's not like some vague thing. They're actually people, and in some cases you interact with them and talk with them. It's fine, Hector. It's to tell you that if you die, you can go talk to him. Seriously. Generally no, Sonic Doctor.
Folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief?
Then you will die.
Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on, then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh!
Slimes! They're so cute.
Ah! Monsters! They're coming this way!
They're so cute! Sorry.
Crikey! Get him! Crumbs!
Oh god, this is... what?
Go on!
Huh. Is this FF10 2, basically? With less J-pop?
Get him!
Oh, that's interesting. I'll hide behind her. Save me, random girl.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Gemma, whatever. Ooh, a treasure chest. Ooh, an herb.
Crikey! I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me.
I'm sorry, I just have to say this really quick. Some of you will get this. Cool, blimey!
And now we've got to go through that horrible, dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
One of these days I need to do a full research into the Dragon Quest VIII situation. I know some vaguenesses, but I don't know details. But basically, for those of you not aware, Dragon Quest VIII was basically just another Dragon Quest game. And then they were porting it to the US, and for reasons I don't know, Dragon Quest VIII they just really went to town on it for the US release. Like, they did the voice acting, and they got a variety of voice actors who were actually good at their job, and polished it, and fixed a bunch of bugs, and added some additional content. They just really made it one of the best Dragon Quest releases ever outside of Japan. Funnily enough, Dragon Quest VIII sold very well over here. Go figure. Hey, Mind Blast, it's awful! It's the worst game ever! You should leave, quick! Oh, Jesus. Okay, settings... battle mode? Let's try classic camera. See, just to see what it looks like. I'm liking everything that I'm seeing so far. By the way, so I should let you know I did do one ini file edit. I put my FPS capping to 144. Just letting you know. You guys shouldn't see higher than 60 because I can't stream higher than 60, but it should still look nice and smooth to you. It certainly looks smooth as hell to me. Speaking of which, is there a shortcut for it?
It's just a thought, but...
I'm loving the way they're using colors so far. I don't know how to explain that properly, but they've got a good usage of colors in contrast to other colors. Fine. Hang on. Yeah, I've got a 144 monitor. I gotta be honest, going back down to 60 feels weird to me sometimes. Going back to 30 is just plain jarring. But yeah, look at that. That is some excellent color usage right there. It's been this whole time. It's just... Yeah, you know what I mean, Takoida? It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I'll probably get bored of it eventually. But, you know. Anyways, so. Equipment. I don't know what these are. They're not... What? There we go. So yes, they've got this kind of a battle system. I'm tempted to give that a plus already because I like that kind of a battle system.
Go on! Crumbs!
Crumbs! Oh my god, I'm playing Earthbound. So think about it. Some weird event is happening, and we're going to investigate it, because there's monsters here. But there's the dog who's accompanying us, and we had... Right? You can interact with enemies before you actually fight them. Back attack. We're playing Earthbound! I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure the dog is a guest party member, just like she is. Like, I'm 90% certain that they aren't real party members. You got the thing. Hey, Scene, if I haven't said it yet, thank you for donating this. I was willing to wait until, like, January or whenever it is that the Switch version comes out, but this is kind of awesome.
Get him! Tough little blighters, aren't they?
They're slimes. I am enjoying myself already, I'll admit it. I shouldn't be, but I am. So shut up.
Go on! Don't give up!
Thanks? She actually just healed my MP in combat. He just mezzed the slime! Now I want to see if something happens here. Sorry, serious mode. Okay, so it looks like it is full turn-based. I was actually figuring that was full turn-based. There we go.
Phew.
You know what I like?
Well done.
Damn. I now know Frizz. Okay. I like the Dragon Quest series, but very small complaint, I hate the spell names. I've always hated the spell names in Dragon Quest. You know what I mean? If you don't, give me a second to look up the name of a spell, because I actually forgot the name of it right now, but... like Catawhack. But no, that's not the spell I was thinking of. The spell I'm thinking of is... Oh, what is it called? Hang on. This is gonna bother me now. Here we go. I just need the ability... Thin air! Thin air. That's the exact spell I'm thinking of. So if I say, hey guys, I just learned thin air, would you think that that's basically one of the best spells in the entire game? Seriously. I'm not joking. Thin air is super useful. And it's called thin air. Yeah, Kazing, Frizz. You get used to them after a while, Kazap. But it's definitely a you get used to them situation. Thin air is an AoE that costs no mana, which is very valuable. So, let's try a couple things while we're just testing stuff here. First of all,
Fancy a chat, do you?
please stop calling me your bodyguard. Please. Okay, so switch over to that. Whoop. Well, I jumped on him, it didn't do anything. Okay, it looks like it really is truly turn-based. I was wondering.
Get him! Phew.
I'm backtracking. There's a backtracker indicator on the minimap. That's nice.
Go on!
Okay, Seend, I want you to spoil one thing for me, okay?
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Tell me if there's tons and tons of puns in this game. I need to know. I need my pun quota. One of the things I like about some of the Dragon Quests is when they flesh out the monsters as a culture. 7 did a really good job of that, especially. Because, I don't know, I like it when you encounter a slime and the slime's like, hi! And just chats with you as if everything's normal. Except for the fact that they talk in constant pun speak. Okay. Yes, talking slimes are a must. They even had the voice acting for one of the slimes in Dragon Quest Heroes. You're doing great!
Core, look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
Yes.
Help! Help me! What? Cole?
Oh.
Quick! You have to help him!
Let's stand and talk about it for 5 minutes. Oh, I'm not playing Golden Sun anymore. Sorry.
It's not fog at all. It's more monsters.
Oh god, it's Smogs!
Get him!
Oh, run away.
Crikey! Crumbs! Crikey! Don't give up!
Thank you for the heal. Yes, Bragwin.
Go on!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Get him!
I love the Smog's freight scaredy look.
Go on!
Probably not, from what everyone tells me, Dream Whisperer.
Tough little blighters, aren't they? I'm so proud of you.
Damn, I've already dinked twice? What the hell?
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
And they ate me.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before.
It's okay. Zemus has decided to start unleashing his hatred on the world, and the crystals are being...
But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
Swoon.
Not far to the top now.
Sure, go ahead, Seend. I'm guessing 700 million hours. Seriously,
Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
Yeah, I noticed. So now we don't have the dog. So our damage output just got reduced by about 25%-ish. That's actually a nice approach to that. Slowly removing your training wheels. I like that in games. Well, it's climb time. This is it? There's just a rope? I'm really loving the frame rate. I know that sounds like such a strange thing to comment on, but it looks so smooth. I am loving it. Supposedly you can, with any editing, make this game work on ridiculously high level of graphics, like basically playing this game at full 4K. However, if you do so, you push it down into the 20 frame rate range, so I don't think I'm going to try doing that. I'll always take frame rate over resolution. Yeah, Mugen. It didn't change anything, really. Except for the fact that I couldn't run around.
Here we are at last.
Wasn't that long. Ugh, excuse me.
It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that? Help! Help me! Help! Help!
I didn't think I had Renoa in my party. And she's dead. Oh, we got her. Holy crap. Now she falls? I mean, this is Dragon Quest. They have no problem killing people in these games. By the power of Grayskull!
We're alive.
No, actually, we're dead. Squall's dead. Sorry. Sorry, guys. And Link. Link's dead, too.
But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
Damn it, Seed. I am secretly all-powerful.
Look! The mark on your hand! Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Uh-oh, there better not be romance in this game. I mean, there was romance in Dragon Quest V, mandatory romance for the main character. And there was arguably romance in 7, but I don't want to spoil that for anybody who hasn't played 7. So let's just say there was romance in 7.
Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home, lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore.
I was just about to say, and that unleashes the curse. And we kill all of the innocent civilians.
Wow! Look!
Oh yeah, sorry, somebody was asking about the Dragon Quest continuity. So 4, 5, and 6 are loosely connected and happen in sequence, but if you played 6 and then 4 and then 5, you wouldn't really be losing anything.
It just goes on and on and on.
Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 are very directly connected. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, it's Dragon Quest 2, 3, 1 in that order, continuity-wise. I could be wrong about that. Please forgive me. I'm not as familiar with the earlier ones. So 1, 2, 3 are directly connected. 4, 5, 6 are loosely connected, and every other Dragon Quest is completely unconnected.
Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is.
Yes, you're small. You're insignificant.
Well, that's it. It's all over, and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone?
Yes.
They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
Jump! Aw. There we go. No, it won't let me jump to my death. God damn it. That is surprisingly pretty. Now to get married. Oh yeah, that's another thing some of the Dragon Quests do. They just kind of skip over events. Basically getting rid of some, like, backtracking or scenes you don't really need to see. I am not marrying Gemma. First of all, anytime I think of Gemma, I think of the character from Secret of Mana. So I can jump to my death. Yes! To my death! God damn it. I will never flirt. Well, I mean, she was born on the same day as us, yeah. So. Oh, so apparently we worship the spirit of the land. God dang it, I just want to jump to my death. Hey, we're adults now.
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that.
That's true, Geludo.
When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you.
Actually, can I just spoil something real quick? So in the original version of Dragon Quest V, this was fixed in the remake on the DS, but in the original Dragon Quest V, oops, there we go. You have a childhood friend who you do not have to marry. You can marry someone else. If you marry someone else, your childhood friend basically has a miserable, horrible, bad ending. And that's all I'm going to say about it. So in other words, in Dragon Quest V original, you could choose, do you want your childhood friend to have a horrible life or to marry her? Take your pick.
Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you. Home time.
Funnily enough, I've never really liked Dragon Quest music. I'm a weirdo, I know. It's never been my thing. Ugh. Well, I was planning to anyway, Seend. I mean, costumes are nice and all, but come on. I think it's just, I usually don't care for orchestra. It's just not my thing, it never has been. Okay, where's the mayor's house? Get out of my way, grass, guys. Aw, I can't talk to animals? What the hell? Alright, where's the mayor's house? I'm guessing it's... this one? No, maybe not. Looks like you do this. Are music license labels making the world a worse place again, Seend? Because it wouldn't be the first time. Or second. Or third. Well, this is her home. Yeah, I could see that, Dream Whisperer. They like to have the... not bombastic, but kind of the... I don't know, too much. Too much energy in a lot of the music. That's like all the time. Welcome to town. You know, like that. Oh, that gave me a headache. There we go. Alright, I'm at the mayor's house. Now, I did hear... I got a very small number of suggestions for this game, and one of them was, red books are readable. Dunstan Corking Compendium, written in the cover. Let's see here. Incredible, absolutely incredible. The puns keep flooding into my mind. I've never experienced anything like it. Get a load of this one. We could show visitors around the great stone spire around the village and call it the Cobblestone Tour. There's plenty more where they come. They just won't stop. It's like divine inspiration. Here's another. The mother said she'd throw her son from the cliff if he didn't eat his vegetables, but it was a bluff. I must tell Gemma right away. Jesus. Ah! Sorry, Mr. Mayor. Sorry. I am not marrying her. Jesus. First of all, I don't know anything about her. That's really the only reason I need to not marry someone. So anyways, to continue what I was saying about Dragon Quest V really quick. In the original Dragon Quest V, there was like the super sexy girl who was clearly the wrong choice. Like, she didn't have as much story stuff, she was a brat and self-centered, and if you chose her, your childhood friend had a miserable end. And then there was your childhood friend, which was the right choice. In the remake, they made that a lot more gray in both directions. The super sexy lady is a lot better of a person, and the childhood friend gets a lot better of an ending if you don't pick her, so... Is there a auto-run scene? I'm just curious. Because I could hold down trigger the entire game, but I'd rather not if I can avoid it. Oh, Jesus Christ, we are not frickin' getting married! Ah! Oh. Huh. So this is my hands right here. You see this? I actually really like that. That's kind of awesome. Yeah, I hadn't heard that next time. I'm going into this as no men as I have, like, in a long time. I know basically nothing about this game. I know to look for red books. I know to not avoid combat as I'm going through. You know, to Korean method it. And I know that most of the side quests are filler. And something about crafting being really useful. That's it. That is 100% of the knowledge I had of this game walking into it. Other than, you know, it's called Dragon Quest XI, and it's on the PC, and blah, blah, blah. I have been almost complete media blackout on this one. Uh-oh. Whatever you do in life, enjoy it! You got it! Awful, Little Billy, and not worth it. It is the first expansion ever in WoW history that I have decided I'm not going to raise professioning to max. Because I don't... Yeah, it's just not worth it. No, that's a surprisingly normal outfit for people to have in Dragon Quest games, Andrew. I don't know why. In fact, I've never really known why that's a thing. Yeah, Brigwin, pretty much at this point I'm pushing reputations, and then once Pax and I finish that, and the war campaign on both sides, we're putting it down. It's... yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first main Dragon Quest on Steam, is that correct? Because I know Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 is on Steam. But I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 are on anything other than their original things. Let's hope that we get some frickin' ports soon, am I right? I would gladly buy Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6 again if they came out on the Switch. Because hell yes. I'd play them again, for God's sakes. Hey, Sandy. So what you're saying is I need to pay you for your subscription fee, Bragon, when we decide to play it. Okay.
Oh! Here's
Really,
my
Saint?
little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Hey, she was the one flirting at me.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him.
He kept turning down all my advances, no matter how many times I flung myself at him. I even tried the love potion, he just spit it out.
We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tor, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along.
Who wants to be ordinary, honestly?
Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk.
Damn it.
Here. This belongs to you.
I'm the chosen one, aren't I?
Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
The what?
What?
I mean, Luminary is a class.
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Well, Gemma, I guess I'm just never gonna get to marry you. Oh well, gotta go save the country. Probably the world.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
Now, one thing I will say is Dragon Quest games, with only a couple of exceptions, don't really have particularly complex plots. They have a lot of, like, really well-written characters, a lot of subversions in expectations, a lot of really small, well-written, well-crafted adult, storytelling and theme, a lot of stuff like that. But the plots are usually very basic. What's the plot of Dragon Quest IV? Well, actually, that's a bad example. The plot of Dragon Quest V, there we go. There's an evil guy, and the evil guy is trying to destroy the world. That's the plot of Dragon Quest V, I mean, I'm being a little bit disingenuous, but you get the point. What's the plot of Dragon Quest VII? Actually, that's a bad example, too, but you get my point. The plot of Dragon Quest VIII is, there's this big evil that was sealed away in a weapon that has taken over another person, and now he's wreaking havoc. I mean, that's the plot, right? It's nothing complex. That's not the point. They usually put their writing in other elements of the story. Okay, I'll go for a walk in the night air. Hang on. Let me see if I can smash anything. Oh, I can't smash anything. Sadness. Oh yeah, so plus to gameplay. Sorry. Hang on. I've given these kind of pluses before, and I'd like to stand for consistency. Boop. The plus to gameplay is for a large quantity and variety of game options and settings. More options? Good. Damn, I can't kill the chickens. Yes, the useless move around the battlefield is so awesome that I've decided to give it a plus, just because I love it that much. Yeah! I am extremely likely to give this game a plus for graphics, by the way. No, I don't want to talk to my love interest. No, go away. Crap, she's the only thing to talk to, isn't she? What if I try to leave town? I wonder. Let's try to leave town without talking to her. Oh, come on! Fine, I'll go talk to my love interest. I mean, in Breath of the Wild, I could just go straight to the last boss. Come on!
Oh, can't sleep either, eh?
God damn it.
You remember this tree, don't you?
Yeah, it's a branch, or excuse me, not a branch, a root of Yggdrasil or something.
I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing.
What are you doing? Why do you have heels on?
I remember the story my granddad told me.
Oh my god, it's Lavos! Oh my god! Okay, I know the doomed hometown is like a thing in JRPGs, but I figured they'd be more subtle than...
Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since.
Is that star getting bigger? I was about to say that a little bit later.
That's his star, right there.
I don't know, 7 had a lot of
Be
lore.
the luminary too. I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do.
Yeah, by the way, very small spoiler for Dragon Quest IV. So in Dragon Quest IV, you're like, it's another day at the town. La 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 la. Oh, monsters have come. Here, stay down here in hiding. I, your best friend, will dress up as you and then go outside so they will murder me and leave you alone. And then they kill the rest of the village. Have I mentioned the Dragon Quest games tend to be a little dark?
Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to.
No, they won't. They will presume what we have gone off to. They will be wrong.
Goodbye, old friend.
Aww. Gemma, okay, I can't leave a girl crying. Look, I don't love you. I mean, I don't romantically love you. But, look, here, it's okay. It's okay. Come here. It's all right. It's all right. No, stop touching there. No, there. Okay, we're okay. I'm just saying, 7 was chock full of lore. Most of it was regional, but still. I didn't want to make her cry.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him.
All you've missed, Leander, is Lavos.
Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack.
Aww.
Don't spend it all at once.
Thanks, Mom.
Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
You know, guys, I just gotta say... The bricks! The bricks! Behold the bricks! Actually, in all honesty, I like the doodad placement here. Check it out. So we've got... a canteen, a box of something, a pumpkin, some hanging meat, vegetables, and vegetables. We've also got some jars of stuff. We got pots, we got a potion, we got bags of stuff. We got different types of vases, 2 beds, a little stand thing. We got like a little sack of flour, some lettuce on a thing. We can actually see stuff in the stew pot. Like there's a little bit of beans and tomato and potato and looks like green bean. I mean, this is some really, really nice doodad usage and placement. Oh yeah, check it out. It's also 3D rendered. As you can see, the bread there actually has a mesh. I mean, I guess duh, but it looks nice. What do you want from me? Ooh, looks like there's carrots in there too in the soup. Can I eat the soup? Eat the soup. Soup. Yeah, I'm really, really likely to give this game at least 2 pluses for graphics right now, because it doesn't, like, it's good graphics in general. They have good detail, which you guys know I eat up detail. And the color usage is just phenomenal. And there's an item up there. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? I need items. That's true. Dragon Quest usually does have good doodad placement in general. That is absolutely valid. Sorry. How do I get up? Scene, how do I get up? Is it system intensive? I mean, I'm streaming just fine. I should probably close Corel in the background, though. Hang on. Because I still have that up from earlier. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Oh, yeah, there's a jump button. God, duh. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm the lore runner. I play games for a living. I've been playing games since I was about 3. And I forgot there's a jump button in this game. It's okay, Seend. I gave them back eventually, I think. Aw. Hey, Nestherin. Okay, I'll take your side quest. God, Dragon Quest IX had some serious side quest bloat, I'll tell you what. Hey, I got your item! As it happens. Yeah, I'll try from someplace taller later, Dream Whisperer. But it doesn't look like there's any fall damage so far. Purple speech buttons equal side quests. Please read this tutorial. Thanks. Yeah, at one point in time, I had aspirations to 100% Dragon Quest IX. Yeah. Some of you know how insane of a ambition that was. Pinkie Pine? Really? Aw. I hate vases. Pots. Ugh. I spit on pots. And pumpkins. Death. Let's see. Yeah, I was a fool. Oh, nice, Seend. Well, I'm never gonna see Seend again, that's for certain. Really? You're blocking the way with horses. I can easily squeeze through there! But thou must! Funnily enough, the phrase, but thou must, comes from a Dragon Quest game. That does sound a little bit too obsessive, Seend, but honestly, if you've got the money and it makes you happy, who am I to judge? I'm guessing there's no fall damage. Exactly, Via Ghost. Getting Fable-style titles here. Just look around. What? Yeah, no, I'm right. Nice place you got here. Be a real shame if something were gonna happen to it. For a little bit of extra cash, I could make sure that nothing bad happens to it. So, once again, just gushing about the doodads. Look at this. We got a weight, we got a couple satchels of something, little tea kettles, wicker baskets, some kind of oil vase, bunch of books. Looks like tea boxes. Look at all this. Ah, I'm loving it. I'm loving the details. What do you got for me? Pumpkin soccer. Ah! Looks like he planted that one. Sorry. That should be good. By the way, that's an awesome button. It's not the first time it's been in the Dragon Quest series, but place all non-essential items in the bag, and then the bag has infinite space. Your inventory is limited. Now that can be a little frustrating, but the whole point of that, at least my presumption, is the whole point of that is that it limits how many healing items you can bring into combat. I feel like there's better ways to accomplish that, but I do like how they make it at least easier to do that. I think I'll stick with the Violet for now, Dream Whisperer. I like Dragon Quest VIII as much as the next guy. Probably a lot more than the next guy, actually, but... Jeez, it took him long enough, seemed. Other than, here is suspenseful music. God dang it. So, question, I'm just going to ask you this now. Is there any form of autosave? I'm just wondering. No, kiddo. Yeah, the saving process has always been a little bit antiquated. I forget the exact number, but it's like 7 or 8 button presses to save in, like, Dragon Quest 7 or 8, for example. It's like, hi, confession, yes, I like to confess, yes, this area, yes, I want to overwrite, yes, I want to keep playing, you know, something like that. It's a little bit ridiculous.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating. I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone. We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries, of all things.
I know, right?
You know who the luminary was, of course. The legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. We're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it's a little hard to swallow, I must say.
I know, it's ridiculous. I'm not actually the chosen one.
Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh?
Why would the king meet me, anyways?
If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
I like this guy.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
What?
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine.
It's true, Dream Whisperer.
But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way.
This is Epona.
Oh. And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
I'm sorry, I just have to mention, they all have like this green color coordination thing going on, and yet our mother wears this like bright yellow and turquoise.
Wait!
No, watch. The horse is secretly Gemma.
Here, take this with you. I made it for you.
Thanks.
It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you?
Okay.
I don't know what's in store for you out there, but wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you?
That's fine. What's your name?
Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
That's hilarious scene. I wonder if they'll have that option on the Switch. Alright, come on, Medea. No, there's no marriage happening. Horses are an incredibly convenient way to cover large amounts of ground in very little time. But you'll sometimes have to enter areas that can only be explored on foot. Don't despair, though. A ring on one of the many summoning bells surrounding Erdrea will soon bring your faithful friend galloping back to your side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, well now we have a map. Cool. I could find nearby quests and crafting gathering areas. And I could zoom in like that. Not bad. I like it. It's a better map than Skyrim has. I mean, that doesn't mean much. Skyrim actually has an awful map. Yeah, but I don't see anything to loot. There's one behind me. Oh, I'm sure. Tree Whisperer. Can't jump on a horse, by the way. The horse controls nicely too, which sounds like a really dumb thing to comment on, but you'd be surprised how many games get that wrong. There we go. You can loot while mounted. I was wondering. That is pretty cool. What happens if I run into an enemy? Into a combat. Oh no! They ambushed me! No! Ah! Ah! Oh yeah. Show no mercy. So there's an AI system in Dragon Quest, and the AI is almost universally better than you are. At least in some cases, because the AI usually cheats. But yeah, I could just auto battle with this. Oh, but I don't get any experience for it. Or do I? Nope, no experience. Okay. In general, I usually turn on the AI for either trash fights or for the healer. Because it basically is cheating. For those of you not aware of what I mean by that. So, I don't know if that's true in this game, but in previous Dragon Quest games, the way it works is every round, everyone gets an action, right? So let's say you're facing 3 enemies, and you've got 4 party members. So all 7 of you have to take an action, and then the round concludes. So the way this is done in combat is you put in your actions before anything else happens. Now, you're not sure what order these 7 actions are going to happen in. You have a vague idea because of what your relative agility is, but in general, you put in an action not knowing what the enemy's about to do. However, if you turn the AI on, what can happen is, for example, let's say I've got these 3, and I have the AI set to healing. So he attacks him, and he attacks him, and he dies, but then these 2 attack this guy, and then this guy, who is acting after these 2 had acted. So, just to make this 100% clear, this guy is at full health. Combat starts, these 2 attack him, then this person will now heal him with the AI on. This is what I mean when I say the AI cheats. Because when you turn on the AI makes the decision when the action is taken, not when the round is begun. And you can only put in actions when the round begins. Make sense? So again, the AI is cheating in basically every Dragon Quest game. Now again, that's mostly useful for things like heals, but yeah. I'm not ignoring Scene, I just had to finish talking. Yeesh. But yeah, it sounds like the combat is a little bit more FF10 than Dragon Quest. The hell is that? A Cruel Cumber! Okay. Well, I do despise max time. I mean, sorry, I'm not supposed to react to that. I see nothing. Okay. I want you to watch his death animation. The Cruel Cumbers. So yeah, we're gonna Korean method this a little bit. Oh yeah, by the way, dinging restores health and all that. That's nice. It's a bit of a shame that we don't actually get the initiative order or something, because it sounds like that's the kind of system they're using, and I like actually seeing the initiative order. But then again, I'm a weirdo. Why is he keeping the skull? Oh, there's the castle we're going to. I can actually see it from here. 8 kind of had that pseudo open world, overworld thing going for it, too. Oh yeah, Octopath, that's another recent example. A game that pulled that. Now that's interesting. So if you notice that there were 3 enemies there when I encountered that, I fought 2 of them, and then 2 of them were gone. But now there's 2 of them here again. So it looks like if you're going into a big bundle of enemies, you will kill, you'll fight multiple of them at once. Nice. When it comes to combat. Could be a bad thing, seemed. I suppose we'll see when we get there. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and... Well... Yeah, let's be safe. So let me ask you this, Seemed. In every other Dragon Quest game, it's generally worthwhile to just dump all of your stat increasing attribute items onto the main character for obvious reasons. Is that the same in this one? I'm just wondering. Speaking of which, we need to start working on an aggregate plus here. Let's just start getting this working here. Aggregate. Actually, maybe I don't want to add that. So... I don't even know if there's classes in this game. I just realized that. I don't know what kind of advancement system they have at all. Yeah, I noticed we have Frizz, which is already kind of unusual. For those of you not aware, for whatever reason, the typical Dragon Quest main hero has 2 main features to them, gameplay-wise. They're really good in melee, and they have tons of really good healing spells. So... So I'm just giving a plus for the horse. Basically, everything about the horse system is awesome. Like the fact that you can use the horse to avoid combat, the fact that the horse doesn't have to avoid combat, the fact that the horse is a faster way of getting from point A to point B, including while dashing, the fact that you can loot while on the horse, and the fact that the controls for on the horse are good. Oh, and the fact that you can summon your horse at will, basically anywhere, as long as you have the bell nearby. So, that's a lot of good things to the horse system. So, yeah, plus to horse. Stop healing yourself, you jackass! God, just die already. And yeah, exactly, Leander. The main characters tend to be the paladin. Oh, hello, you're new. It looks like blocking is a percentage, because it looks like blocking just straight up negates damage. which I like. Although the enemy can do it too, which I don't like. I don't like enemies blocking my attacks. It's not cool. What? Is this the thing from 8? And it does carry over. So it's already better than Trance, because it actually carries from fight to fight. Ding. I have 30 skill points. Woo! I now know heal. I can use skill points to build my character. No, I don't even know what I'm doing with that. I'm not even going to touch that yet. Not even going to try.
Ho, what have we here? I know a budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because that's where I come in. See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones. To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith! That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church.
Goddess, by the way.
Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself? You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said. Keen campers can continue on where others can't. Be prepared. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Cool. Ah! Well, Huthor definitely filled me with some fear there. Here, have a piece of floss, Huthor. Thank you very, very much, Huthor. As ever, those Twitch Prime subs are appreciated and awesome, and I'm grateful. Thank you. So I'll just tell you guys this right now. I plan to cut off before we get to the major town, the city. So we're going to kind of explore a little bit, see what we can do here, figure out what camps are, you know, that kind of thing. So let's see what camping does. We can rest. That's interesting. Until dawn. Sure. I mean, it makes sense, right, Bragan? I suggest giving up on college next time. You should just be born to riches. I hear that's a really good way to make things work. Ah! I've always been weirded out by wells in Dragon Quest games, because there's basically no water in them. Right? Like, there's usually, like, a puddle in a well. Yeah, here you go. There's the well. No, I've decided tomorrow I'm going to stream Hunipop. I think that's going to be more popular. Especially with my viewers. It's okay, Bragwin. I know you've been secretly demanding I play Hunipop on stream for like the last 3 years. It's okay, I'm finally gonna acquiesce to your request, Bragwin, just for you. Looks like the aggro radius is pretty small too, which is also good. One of the things I didn't like about some of the recent remakes is that sometimes the aggro radius is kind of crazy, to the point where it's like, oh god, 5 things are attacking me from all directions, you know? Which can get a bit weird. Yeah, the aggro in 7 was ridiculous. You could literally have something aggro you from off-screen. I also gotta say, combat seems very quick so far, which is good. Aww. Oh. Poor guy. I'm gonna avoid the other ones. I don't want to kill them. Yeah, combat feels very quick. I've noticed that you can actually skip animations by just mashing A, basically, or B, really, in this case. And I like that. If I feel like watching all the animations, I could just sit and let everything resolve. If I don't, I could just be like, oh. Yeah, let's try the other battle camera for a bit while we're trying stuff out here. Okay, apparently I have no idea what you're talking about, Saint. What are you talking about? Explain yourself. Look how close I'm getting and they're not aggroing. Jeez Louise. This is great. It's probably not going to last. It's probably just because it's the tutorial area, but still. Can't possibly be as bad as 7, right? I mean, I was just here, but I don't see any options to do anything. Do this? No. Sure. Unless you mean the battle modes. Basically, yes, Brakeman. I'll probably just leave it on classic. I'm cool with that. Yeah, that's not even an exaggeration. That's the really messed up part, Brakeman. Just da-da-da-da-da. Like, in Dragon Quest VII, the aggro radius is... about... oh, maybe a little further. About like this to that guy over there. Roughly. Oh, hi, Sailor. What's up? Mic works? Hopefully. How do you even get around? You're in combat constantly. It actually really sucks. It's one of the things that drags Dragon Quest VII down a lot, is because you are basically always in combat. Now, there are very strange tricks you can do in the 3DS version to avoid combat, but, yeah. Awesome, Sailor. Awesome. I'd ask how you got it to work, but I'm guessing it just worked on its own. But seriously, how'd you get it to work? So, for example, in Dragon Quest VII, you can always predict paths. And there's two types of enemies. So some enemies just, they see you and they beeline right for where you were when they saw you. Now they move extremely quickly, but... so basically, unless you are already predicting that they're about to charge at you, they will hit you. However, if you happen to be going at like a weird, just like a 10-degree angle off of the side like this, and forcing the camera kind of to be like this, then most of them will actually kind of zip by you and just like, whoop, and you can actually dodge them that way. That won't do anything for the ones that actually home in on you, however. Those ones will just, get to you. Correct, Scene. We are not pushing the story today anymore. In fact, it looks like I'm basically at the next town, which means it's pretty much time to cut it off for the night. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to chop off the local recording. Like this.